Hey everyone, this is Kevin Richards from Rock to Stage NYC here on YouTube and rpmvocalstudio.com on the web for voice lessons worldwide. What I'm going to talk to you about today is my friend and fellow vocal coach Robert Lunte recently just put up a video about boomy head voice and belt voice, and he kind of used a metaphor called the Vinny Pizzeria voice. And this was a metaphor that I mentioned to him in a conversation we had a while back that I've been using for a few years with my students. And he kind of used the metaphor but didn't quite explain exactly how you kind of get this sound and why you use it and what's the intent behind it. So I'm going to kind of explain the Vinny Pizzeria voice a little bit more for you here. The concept or using the metaphor of this is you have to picture Vinny in his pizzeria. He's in Brooklyn. He's been there for 20 years. He's in everybody in the neighborhood knows him. He knows everybody else by their first name. He comes in. He's been a big shot. You know, everybody knows Vinny at the pizzeria. And to him, in his mind, he's an important member of the community. So everything he kind of says is like this. Hey, people come in. It's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, Sal, how are you? It's cold. Come on in. Hey, Sal wants a slice. Get Sal a slice. You want a slice? Get him a slice, right? Everything he says has this kind of intent, where it's kind of shouting but not shouting. This is also a voiceover actor technique of they use in like war games and stuff. If they want to create a voice that sounds like it's shouting amongst all of the confusion, an actor can use this kind of voice to, like, you know, move it, soldier, I need you to get it. They can kind of create this kind of shouty voice without really shouting. And that's the idea behind this, but a bit more easier for you to kind of grasp is the Vinny Pizzeria metaphor. The idea of this is your intent. If you kind of have this intent that everything I say is important, everything I say is going to have a certain sound to it. It's going to sound like I'm giving a command all the time. You know, well, I told you I needed this done by Tuesday. Or, you know, no, I need that box put in the next room, that kind of thing. And you have this kind of sound. And we all know how to make this sound. We've all done it. We've been doing it our whole lives. But I bet a lot of you didn't know that you can actually use that sound, the way you make that sound, for singing. And I'll show you how. The normal kind of speech sound would be something like this. If I use the term yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a nice tone. It's very on speech level. It's not very loud. What I want to do is I want to set up my process of how I make sound exactly the same way I just did that, but I just want to make it more important sounding. Yeah, 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 yeah. Similar sound, similar tone, a bit more intensity. You get a bit of a fatter sound. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can hear that. Sorry, high C. Doesn't sound very much like a head voice note. Doesn't sound very head resonancy. It's because I'm targeting most of the resonance more in my mouth. I'm getting more of a mouth sound, more of a speech sound. The reason I want this is because I wanted to blend it with my middle and lower notes. If I come down from the high C, it's all the same tone, same tonality, same intensity. There's no switching of sounds. It doesn't sound like I was really light at the top and really heavy at the bottom, creating what's called in bel canto a one voice sound, a one register sound. And this is how we do this. The setup to create the sound is exactly the same as speech. We just add a bit more to it, a bit more beef, a bit more fat to it, make it a bit fatty. And that's what we want. Now, the way I just demonstrated, I made it look really easy. It's not that easy, but it's not that difficult either. You just have to know the process of how to set up that sound and how to do it without constricting and all of that. All of that, that being said, is in my Breaking the Chains program. How to create this particular sound is in there. There are exercises in there that produce this tone, produce this kind of sound. So if you want to learn how to do this without a lot of mumbo jumbo and a lot of really complicated crap, or sounding like you're straining like some other programs give you, pick up Breaking the Chains. The exercises are in there. You get both my programs, the warm-up and the breaking the chains, for a really low price, less than it costs to take a lesson with me. So it's really good. You get like a year's worth of training for less than one lesson. Check out the links below to buy my product, check more about me, learn about Skype lessons with me as well, where you can also learn this technique. Until next time, this is Kevin Richard, Rock the Stage, NYC, here on YouTube, rpmvocalstudio.com. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya.